if you really want to improve your earning potentials, how you will be able to get more money, maybe get more increments, maybe more savings in the bank, then you should really know and understand and strengthen these placements in your horoscope. Hello, Namaskar and Adab to all my friends. From your friend astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from your very own channel, Astro Assurance. We have been doing these long series of videos of 30 minutes, 40 minutes and so on. And I've been doing this every few days, maybe 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, maybe sometimes even a week. But what I wanted to do was to leave you some snippets daily, something that you can chew on a day-to-day basis about some area of your life. Rather than talk about placements alone, I want to talk about an area, give you very few, very targeted, very strong placements and significations and something that you can do about that area connected to what at that particular point of time you want to focus on. So for example, if you want to focus on earning, or that is a concern area for you, or health, or relationship, or business, or education, or going to foreign lands, or overcoming competition, sitting for competitive exams, whatever may be the current issue, current topic, current concern for you, something to give you on a day-to-day basis so that a number of you are able to find some value and then try to improve upon that area. So I'll try and come every now and then, maybe regularly, not maybe once a week, but every 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, whatever, as often as possible, to give you one video, one learning, a combination of concentrated energies to be able to give you something to chew on, to improve upon. And I'll try and do that in both English and Hindi. I've been getting a number of requests in my comment section, on my phone, in mails, that please do videos in Hindi as well. So this is my attempt to do the same video in the English language as well, and maybe on the same day or a day later also give you something in Hindi for those people who are more comfortable in the Hindi language, and maybe same thing even for Urdu understanding or Hindustani language understanding people. So today I want to focus on something which is very, very important for a number of us, which is earning potential, the money potential in our horoscopes, because earnings are important, livelihood is important, increment is important, bank balance is important. So how do we focus on that area and improve that area, and what should we do? Now there is no guarantee that if you do all of this, this will improve, but this will definitely give you a higher chance, a higher potential to be able to improve that area of your life, which is about earning potential, your ability to be able to get a better livelihood. So let's jump in and see what are the houses, what are the significations, what are the planets that we should really strengthen to be able to get more buck out of our efforts when it concerns our money, when it concerns our livelihood, when it concerns our earning. Now we know that 3 houses are very important in astrology. The 3 houses for earning especially are the 2nd house, the 6th house and the 10th house. Why the 2nd, 6th and the 10th? Because these 3 are the Arthabhavas, or the houses of materialistic gains, which in today's time, if you get enough money, you have enough money in the bank, then obviously you can go and get all the conveniences that you want. So the 2nd house is anyways the house of your nutrition, the house of your income, the house of your livelihood. It is also the gains of the 10th house, the career, the work area, so karma being 5th from the 2nd house, from the 10th house, and then the 9th house of gains from the 10th house is your 6th house. So these 2 are very, very important. And how do we earn our money? Through karma, through actions. So the 10th house obviously also becomes very important. So the 3 Arthabhavas are very, very important if you need to increase or want to increase your earning potential. So how do we strengthen the Arthabhavas? Firstly, strengthen the planet which is the ruler of the 2nd house, the 6th house and the 10th house. Obviously you also need to look at the characteristics of the planet before you strengthen that. So for example, if Saturn is the ruler of the 2nd house, then having more disciplined effort, having more structured, organized effort is important. If Sun is the ruler of the 2nd house, then having a more leadership orientation, taking control of your earnings potential,
going and directly talking to their supervisors, putting in direct effort to be able to get higher earning, and also putting a more dedicated effort to even save money rather than just earn money and leave the savings part, or how you are going to spend the money on to somebody else. Many times we leave it to our spouses alone. That's not a very fair thing, expecting spouses to be able to do something with our money and then increase that. We need to take an active part, a more active role in also not only earning the money but also saving. Also, nutrition of the second house is important. So controlling your nutrition, not overeating, is also important, because when you're overeating, then you're also overeating not in terms of just spending alone, but you're eating up the nutrition. So if you are saving on your nutrition, how much you eat, control that, be disciplined, then you will find that your earning potential also increases. Many of us will not be able to understand that, but nutrition is directly connected. How much nutrition you are getting in and how much you are spending, or eating nutrition or getting into your body, is also directly connected to your earning potential. So be more disciplined in how you are also putting nutrition into your body. And that's why the sixth house also becomes important, because the sixth house is also your alimentary canal, or your area of your stomach where the food goes into first before it gets into your intestine. So sixth house is also the house of illness for the very same reason, because we tend to put in a lot of garbage. I'm sorry to use the word, but in terms of how we eat. So the sixth house also becomes important, how we eat, how we control on nutrition. And sixth house is also the house of discipline. So day-to-day effort in not only earning but also structure in terms of savings. But the most important part of how you strengthen the sixth house is also having good relationship with your team members, those people who work with you or work below you. To strengthen the sixth house, improve your relations with them, and also know your competition, know who is working behind your back. If you don't keep your eyes and ears to the ground, then you will never know who's working behind your back. If you know somebody is working behind your back, trying to curtail your efforts to grow, to increase your increment, then it's easier for you to then identify them, make friends with them, reduce that animosity that they have within themselves for you, so that then your chances of growing become better, because they are not putting in as much effort in front of your supervisors to put you down. Then third, the 10th house is very, very important as the Artha Bhava, because the 10th house is the strongest house in the entire horoscope, because it is the fourth Kendra house and the most important Kendra house. So if you look at the strength of the Kendra houses, the first house comes first, then the fourth, then the seventh, and then the 10th. 10th house is the house of our karma, our action. So 10th house becomes most important in almost every action that we do, including how we earn, how we work, how we do our karma. So strengthening the 10th house means, firstly, being very focused on your career and your work, putting enough time and attention on your career, on your work arena, which means never sit idle. If you sit idle, if you don't do anything, if you're just sitting on your haunches, you're daydreaming, you're thinking, you're watching YouTube videos, when you come back home, are you getting into watching some Netflix series and all that? Don't do that. Maybe, yes, you need some entertainment, you need to lay your head down, yes, you need to do that. However, after you come home, go over and ruminate over what did you do through the day. Think through, what did I do, how did I interact, how did I communicate, did I do the right thing, did the mail go right. So what happens when you ruminate on what happened through the day, then there will be some area which you feel, aha, I didn't do this right, oh, I shouldn't have sent that mail, oh, I should have called that person, oh, I forgot to attend this meeting. So it gives you a chance to catch up, maybe send a mail from home, maybe make a 2-3 minute phone call. Ensure that you keep the family time also aside, rather than antagonize your family members. Maybe a 2-3 minute phone call may not be that bad. So ruminate over what happened through the day, work on keeping your eyes and your ears on the work that you do, and very important, improve your relations with your superiors, with your supervisors, with your managers, with the authority figures at work. Then automatically they acknowledge you, they appreciate you, they support you, they also push your case for increments, for growth, for higher responsibility. So it's very, very important. And remember, all these three houses are 11th houses to, for example, the second house is the 11th house to the fourth house of assets. So if you are working in an area specifically connected to, say, for example, the fourth house, building materials, the real estate industry, daily conveniences, electronics, home appliances, hardware, anything and everything directly or indirectly connected to the home, family, services related to family, products related to a family, or which are useful for the entire family. Then it's also important that you focus on that area also, and through that get gains to the second house strengthening. So especially if you are connected to the areas of the fourth house, then it's very, very important to put more effort in strengthening the second house. And if you are working in an industry connected to the eighth house, for example in income tax, in audits, in anything which is connected to IT, anything connected to the virtual world, anything connected to the underground, food crops, minerals, oil products, anything which you need to analyze through data, or insurance, all these areas of the 8th house, or medicine, get connected to the 6th house. And because it is 6th house to the 8th to the 11th house, 11th house to the 8th house. So if you are in an area or industry connected to the 8th house, then strengthen the 6th house more, be more disciplined, work on your competition, work on your relations. Then the third, how do you strengthen the 10th house, especially if you're connected to foreign lands, working in foreign companies, working in multinational corporations, having foreign clients, because nowadays almost everything is connected directly or indirectly to the 12th house of foreign lands. Then strengthening the 10th house more than the 2nd and the 6th house makes better sense. And then strengthening Venus and Jupiter is very, very important, because these are the two energies responsible for more prosperity and earning in your horoscope, in our lives. So friends, now that we have seen how we can improve the earning potential in our lives, how we can focus on that one area, whichever may be the area of a business, obviously 2nd, 6th and 10th house all become very important, but one of the houses may be a key or more important than the other, basis which area that you're working in. So if you're working in a specific area in your work life connected to any industry, please put in the comment section and I'll tell you where you need to focus, which house you need to focus, and if you have a certain sign which is controlling that particular house, then I will also tell you how to improve that particular planet and the sign energies, so that you are able to make more gains out of your Artha Bhavas, the 2nd, 6th and the 10th house. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation for me, please reach out to me at the link given below. Until some other time with some other video, this is your friend Astrologer and Guide Irfan signing off. Ciao.